Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Surada Sarkar. I'm a mechanical engineer working in manufacturing industry since last 22 years. Today I'm going to discuss the topic, though it is a scientific and technological topic, but this topic is known to everybody today and people are also very much interested to know about this futuristic, this evolution, rather you can say, in the world of the internet, that is the 5G. Now, it's 5G. If we compare, this is a very simple way. What is 5G actually? Like 4G presently we are using in internet. Now, like if you think that 1G means you are walking, then 2G is you are going by bicycle, and 3G like you are going by car, and 4G you are going by Airbus, and 5G is you are going by rocket. So it is so fast actually. In comparison to 4G, 5G has a massive, very much faster internet connections actually. And if we say technically, here you can see in this chart, like 1G is equivalent to 2 kbps, 2G is equivalent to 64 kbps, 3G is 2 mbps, 4G is 100 mbps, but 5G is 10 gbps. So it is though it is not a revolution in the speed, but it is obviously a very high range of evolution in the internet speed. Now, if we like to understand what are the concepts of this 5G and what are the basic changes in 5G from 3G, so it is basically a real wireless world actually. There is no limitation in the access and zone issue. Like presently we are on 4G, we are getting poor connection inside our offices. In some area, roads, village area, we are not getting connections. So there is always a non-consistency of the connections. So that will be removed totally. It will be a real, this wireless connections. And there are devices like mobile phone presently we are using. It is not a wearable. We can use continuously for years after years. But there are also devices which are called the wearable device. So wearable devices also be used in this 5G environment. You can see in many scientific pictures and movies that people are using. An internet version which presently we are using is version 4 in internet, that is IPv6 will be coming in 5G, and basically there will be one unified connections actually. Like presently we are using 3G, 2G, 4G. So and there are a lot of this excess of technology, but at the beginning, like when 4G will be 5G will be introduced, so people will still can be in a position to use their 4G 3G devices. So there will not be any issue at that transition time. Now, if we compare, this like speeds as we already have discussed, but the like a process of like mobile in the this circuit stages, like mobile technology and 3G technology, but it will be here this all pocket technology, and obviously it will be a CDMA technology, and there will be this WWW level of accessibility. Now in 5G technology, like this it is basically the unparalleled consistency, as I said in the beginning, and though the remote management, but better and faster service will always be there, and 1 Gbps speed availability will be there, and there are 56 technology which can be taken into this application at the same time and capable of WWW. Now in 5G, basically if we want to understand in a very simple way what will be the advantages when 5G will be coming in our mobile phone application. Number one, there will be a low battery consumption, the cost of internet consumption will be less, and there will be this faster data, and the multiple device can be used. Now if you see this 5G is an obvious future technology which needs to come in the future, and every industry has to adapt it. There is no other options. Someone will be this adapting slowly or fast, that's different. But you can see here in this statistics, like the what is the adaptation by the telecom industry of the 5G actually. In totality, the 40% adaptations will be there, and North America is number one, that is in 55%, and then the Europe 37%, and Asia Pacific is 27%, including India, and South America is 50%. This is the adaptation level actually. So there are many countries which are very much giving importance to the 5G, and they're adapting, they're putting a lot of infrastructure to improve it, because if internet is not fast, so your development of the country cannot be fast actually in future. You just cannot consider without internet any types of development. Like if we compare even the present this speed of the internet country wise, you'll find that South Korea has got the highest internet speed. If you compare with India with South Korea, like South Korea has got the 10 times higher speed than India at this moment actually. So this is actually not, it doesn't have come automatically actually. They have, you can see here in this picture, South Korea has invested 1.5 billion USD in the internet infrastructure. So this is how these countries are focused actually to their development, and they know which and which sector this much of investment needs to be done to develop faster than the other countries. Even you can see in South Korea, you can see here in this picture, like 53% as on date, 53% people are using smartphone, and tablets are using by 2% people, 1% people in South Korea using laptop, and wearable devices also started using in South Korea by 0.1%. So this is the way actually people are involving in this 5G technology, and and they will, those who will be implemented faster, they will get these obviously these advantages. So targets, 5G has got few targets actually. One is the broadband, that is a unparalleled consistent this network providing, and one is innovative service. There are different types of service which is not possible by the 4G devices presently, and there is an extreme density of the these instruments, and there is a high security will also improve in the 5G, and the battery life of the instruments will also increase obviously, and there are non-traditional devices also come when the 5G will be introduced. Now in summary actually, 5G is not a very new innovation. It is basically a evolution. So from 3G 2G like 1G 2G 3G 4G and 5G. So that is, and 5G network actually, there is a term called Internet of Everything in a Enabled. So that will be actually, that type of technology will be this inbuilt in this 5G technology process. There is a RAN diversity system, and there is a virtualization systems are there. Now in 5G basically benefits, what are the benefits actually people will be going to? There is a higher data capacity, higher speed, and the higher battery life, and this is a truly and a continuous and consistent internet support. You can see there are quantified data also. Like now their revenue will also, as this technology and in new this technology will come, obviously every industry will be using this 5G. Now what are the expected revenue when like 5G is going to give in next few years actually is an altogether 1200 USD billion. Now by sector wise, if we consider that, then the financial sector will be using 6%, automotive sector will be using 8%, and the public sector will be using 10%, and the media will be using 10%, and healthcare industry obviously 30%. So there are actually manufacturing sector also using like robotics and automation and etc. They will be using 19%. Similarly, the energy sector will be using 20%, and the public safety like safety, security, network etc. will be using 13%. So 5G is every sector there is a possibility of utilization. So if you find this presentation has given some new information about this futuristic and very much upcoming technology 5G, you can share this presentation with your friends. You can like this presentation, you can give your comments, and you can subscribe this video so that you can get the new videos. Thank you very much for listening.